Have you ever been asked to smuggle pills in your child's diaper bag? My mother-in-law Diane seemed perfect when I first met her. She was a retired nurse, widowed young, who devoted her life to charity work and her church. She practically glowed when she held my daughter Rosie for the first time, tears streaming down her face as she whispered, "Finally, a grandbaby to spoil." For the first year, she was everything you'd want in a grandmother. She babysat every Saturday so my husband Grant and I could have date nights. She knitted blankets, bought too many toys, and had already started a college fund. That's why I didn't question it when she started asking to take Rosie on outings. Just to the park, she'd say, or a quick trip to Target for diapers. She always returned with Rosie happy and bags full of unnecessary baby clothes. Grant joked that his mom was single-handedly keeping Gerber in business. The first red flag came when I was repacking the diaper bag after one of their trips. Tucked between the wipes and spare onesies was a prescription bottle, oxycodone, prescribed to someone named Eleanor Fitzgerald. "Diane," I asked when she came to pick up Rosie the next day, "I found someone's medication in the diaper bag." Her face didn't change. "Oh, that's my friend's. She's elderly. Sometimes I pick up her prescriptions. Must have dropped it in there by mistake." It seemed reasonable. Diane was always helping someone. But then it happened again. Different name, same medication, then again. Always opioids, always different names, always explained away. Church friend, neighbor, former patient from my nursing days. Grant thought I was paranoid. "She's a retired nurse, honey. She probably helps lots of people with medical stuff." The breaking point came when Rosie got an ear infection. The pediatrician prescribed antibiotics, and I went to our usual pharmacy. The pharmacist, who knew us well, looked concerned. "Mrs. Brennan, I need to ask, has anyone else been picking up prescriptions for Rosie?" My blood went cold. "What do you mean?" "Someone tried to fill a prescription for codeine cough syrup yesterday, for a 14-month-old. We refused, of course. They said they were her grandmother." I called Diane immediately, Grant listening on speaker. "There must be a mistake," she said calmly. "I would never give Rosie medication without asking you." "Then why were you at the pharmacy?" A pause. "I wasn't. But the pharmacist had security footage. It was definitely Diane, arguing with the staff, insisting the prescription was legitimate." That night, after Rosie was asleep, Grant and I searched Diane's house while she was at her book club. What we found destroyed everything we thought we knew about her. Hidden in her closet were dozens of prescription bottles, all different names, all opioids. There were fake IDs, prescription pads she'd stolen from her old workplace, and a notebook documenting which pharmacies she'd hit and when. She'd been running a pill mill, selling to addicts in 3 counties. The worst part was a draft text on her phone to someone named Viper. "Can get more next week. Baby's appointment on Tuesday. They never search diaper bags." She'd been using our daughter as cover. Every trip to Target, every walk in the park, she'd been making deals, hiding pills in Rosie's diaper bag because no cop would search a grandmother with a baby. Grant threw up when he realized. His mother, who sang in the church choir, who'd held him through his father's death, was a drug dealer using his baby as a shield. We called the police that night. Diane came home to find them waiting. She looked at us with such betrayal, as if we were the ones who'd done something wrong. "I needed money," she said simply. "Your father left nothing but debt. The house is mortgaged 3 times. I was going to lose everything. So you decided to sell drugs? Using my baby?" I was shaking with rage. "No one suspects a grandmother, and I never put Rosie in danger. You tried to get codeine prescribed to her. I wasn't going to give it to her. I just needed the prescription." Grant stepped forward. "You used my daughter as a drug mule. I used a diaper bag. There's a difference." The police found enough evidence to charge her with multiple felonies. She'd been at it for 3 years before Rosie was even born. The charity work, the church involvement, it was all cover for her operation. At her sentencing, she wore her church clothes and cried about being a desperate widow. The judge didn't buy it. 7 years in federal prison. Grant hasn't spoken to her since the arrest. He goes to therapy twice a week, trying to reconcile the mother who raised him with a criminal who used his baby. Last month, we got a letter from her. She wanted a photo of Rosie for her cell. Grant burned it in the backyard while I held him as he cried. The hardest part is explaining to people why Rosie doesn't see her grandmother anymore. "She's not well," we say. "She's away getting help." Sometimes at night, I check the diaper bag obsessively, even though I pack it myself now. Trust, once broken by family, never fully heals.